You've been poisoned, slowly, legally, and for decades. And the worst part, you were told it was healthy. For years, you've been following health advice that was designed not to protect you, but to protect profits. Let's follow the money. In the mid-20th century, heart disease was rising fast. People were scared, and into that fear stepped powerful players. The processed food industry, pharmaceutical companies, and even government-funded researchers. They pointed the finger at one thing: saturated fat. Butter, eggs, red meat. Suddenly, the foods we'd eaten for centuries were labeled dangerous. But here's the truth: they buried internal documents show the sugar industry paid scientists in the 1960s to downplay sugar's role in heart disease and blame fat instead. This lie shaped decades of nutrition policy, advertising, and public health messaging. Food companies got rich selling low-fat but sugar-loaded products. Pharma made billions treating the diseases that followed: obesity, diabetes, heart failure. It's a web of deception that continues today. But today we're going to pull back the curtain. Let's uncover 3 dangerous lies you've probably believed your whole life. Lie No. 1. Saturated fat clogs your arteries. This claim was never based on solid science. You may have heard it in childhood. Don't eat butter. It'll clog your arteries. But what does clog arteries? Chronic inflammation. Inflammation often caused by refined carbs and seed oils, not butter. In fact, some saturated fats may actually help fight inflammation. Despite this, the low-fat craze took hold, largely thanks to the infamous Ancel Keys. He helped popularize the idea that eating butter and animal fat would lead to heart attacks. But Keys cherry-picked data, ignoring studies that challenged his view. Today, science agrees he was wrong. Meta-analyses from the last decade, including studies published in The Lancet and BMJ, show no clear link between saturated fat and heart disease. So why do people still believe this? Because the low-fat lie has been repeated so often, it's become ingrained in our culture. But it's time for the truth. Lie No. 2. Vegetable oils are a healthy alternative. You've probably seen them in your grocery store. Canola, soybean, corn oil, all labeled heart healthy. But these oils are ultra-processed. They're often chemically extracted, and they're loaded with inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. In fact, studies now link high consumption of these oils to cancer, Alzheimer's, and liver damage. Corn, cottonseed, and canola oil are also often GMO, meaning they may contain traces of herbicide like glyphosate, which is classified as a probable human carcinogen. Despite this, veggie oils are still considered a staple of a healthy diet. Why? Because of powerful lobbying by the agribusiness industry. They've convinced lawmakers and nutrition experts that these cheap, industrial oils are safe and necessary. But don't believe the hype. Cooking with traditional fats like olive oil, coconut oil, or grass-fed butter is a far better choice. Lie No. 3. Drink your milk for strong bones. You may have heard this growing up, but let's look at the countries with the highest milk consumption: the Netherlands, Finland, Norway, and Iceland. They also have the highest rates of osteoporosis. Why? Because milk isn't the nutritional powerhouse it's made out to be. In fact, most milk on grocery shelves isn't even real milk. It's highly processed, filled with added sugar, and often contaminated with antibiotics and hormones. Whole milk does have some nutrients, but drinking too much can actually be harmful. Excess calcium without enough magnesium, vitamin D, and K2 can lead to calcification. Not stronger bones, but hardened arteries and kidney stones. So who benefits from this big white lie? The dairy industry has spent decades convincing us that milk is a must. In fact, they created the iconic food pyramid that put dairy at the center of our diet. But we now know there's no such thing as an essential food group. You can get all the nutrients from meat, veggies, nuts, and fruit. It's a balanced, varied diet that really makes the difference. If this shocked you, imagine what else they're hiding. Big Pharma wants you to take medicine for life. Lies about food are just the start. In the next video, we'll uncover the top 3 pharma lies they tell you every day. These are things your doctor won't tell you. Don't miss it. Click here to subscribe now. Also, please share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Together, we can break through the lies and get healthy.